Welcome back, everybody. This is OB aka 3X with another CAW University tutorial of sorts. Not so much a tutorial this time around as it is just showing you a couple of things in Photoshop. First and foremost being an announcement, the fact that yes, as you can clearly see on your screen, I went ahead and made a template for this year's version of the photo face editor. This here is an exact template of the outline as it appears on your game when you're imposing your face photographs or face textures onto the core model. And this will help you to calibrate the placement of your face maps or pictures perfectly so that you don't have any overstretching or zooming in too much or too little. And as I will click here and show you some of the face maps that I have already used on it, you can pretty much see how the placement is and where it works and where it is that your pictures should hit, basically. Generally, you're going to make sure that the eyes are right, at least close to the top half of the ears, and that should be good enough to where when you place it onto the core model itself, you will hardly need to do any other repositioning, maybe a little rotation here, but zooming in and zooming out will not really be necessary. Take a look at another face here. There goes another example. You pretty much see the placement exactly where it is that I have the face to the outline. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to hit. So yeah, this template will be available. The link will be in the description box below to my Google Drive for you to download and use, and hopefully that will make your core creating experience a little easier, because I still get questions as to how it is that I get my faces to look so exact. Well, this is how. Actually, I just ended up doing this in conjunction with the face mapping technique that I showed you in my previous tutorial video, where you basically cut out an outline of the face of the picture that you want to use, and then just use a combination of the smudge tool and the clone stamp tool to basically turn that picture into an actual face map that goes on easily to the core model itself. I will also link that video in the description box below. So now we will turn our attention to the main point of this video, which is styles. And I have talked about this for quite a couple of weeks right now, or the past few weekly upload updates. And now I'm going to show you exactly what that does and how it will turn regular logos like this into something like, okay, that. Took a little while for it to load there, but you get the idea. Let's close that out and show you this one. See, that is in fact an actual black and white line art, basically pulled from the interwebs, that has a style applied to it. And I'm going to show you how to do that from scratch here. First and foremost, we will open up a design of some sort. I have all this stuff saved onto my hard drive in convenient folders for ease of use. We're going to go and find a miscellaneous design, just basically something I grabbed from the internet that I don't know what I'm going to do with just yet. It can be a simple line art, or it can be something even simpler like text, if you will. Let's use this bear here. So we got ourselves a tribal bear design, which would be a good look for some form of tattoo of some sort. But you can also use it as a logo for whatever character that you use that tattoo for. And how we're going to start it out, as usual, we'll do the blending options, and we're going to take all of the white out of the background there by going to this slider here on the bottom and moving the one on the right towards the left until you see the white disappear on your graphic, and it becomes a transparent background, which is symbolized by the gray and white checkerboard on the back. We'll hit OK. Now we're going to drag this design here into our templates. It doesn't necessarily have to be this template, the one with the faces. Just basically a 512 by 512 document opened in Photoshop, which, as I've said a couple of times before, you should have a preset document that is 512 by 512 that you can just open up by hitting new, and then just pick that, and then bam, you got yourself your workboard, so to speak. So we've dragged our design in, and we're now going to blow it up to bigger proportions so that it's as close to 512 by 512 as possible. We'll move it up a little bit. Maybe we'll make it a wee bit smaller. If it looks pixelated, that's just because it's being stretched. Once you hit enter, it'll clear itself up again. And so now we have our 512 by 512 transparent tattoo design that you can just basically save as a PNG file to maintain its transparency, and you just upload it to Community Creations, download it, put it onto your car, apply the opacity, and then you got your tattoo. So now, to make a logo to go with that tattoo, we're going to use styles. And what styles are basically is a combination of graphic effects that you would use or that you would make in the same blending options menu that we removed the white background for. You can do this yourself, but it's going to take a lot of time and trial and error and experimentation. An easier method to do it is to basically just download preset styles made by graphic artists. There are plenty of ways that you can find these things, of which include DeviantArt, free downloads, any graphic design websites, or, if you're so inclined, purchasing them from graphic artists themselves. Usually the ones that you buy are going to be a lot more elaborate, like the ones that I've bought and that I've been using, but free ones are also going to be pretty good as well. I would say just as elaborate. It's just a matter of digging around enough to be able to find good ones that match whatever it is that you want to go for. That being maybe metallic styles, maybe you want a gold style, maybe you just want something that's a bit more colorful, things of that nature, and this will do that for you. So the first thing that we're going to do with our logo here is right click it and convert it into a smart object. Now I'm going to show you why you want to do that, because first I'm going to do this without converting it into a smart object. I will click one of these styles here, and it transforms the entire artwork into that style, which is actually pretty good if you just needed, say, a background for tights or something like that, so keep that in mind as well. But that's not what we want. We want to make that style into the outline of the bear design itself. So we're going to undo, and now we're going to right click and click convert to smart object. You're going to see here on the actual icon of the bear in your layers menu that there's going to be a little box icon that just appeared on the bottom right to indicate that it is now a smart object. So any effects that are applied are going to be applied specifically to the pixels in the document itself and not the entire document. So I will hit that same style, and now it just hits onto the design itself and transforms what was a normal black line art into something a lot more elaborate than just solid black. And as you can see here in the layers, you see exactly what effects were applied in combination to create that style. If you want to do a little further investigating, you can double click into the effects menu itself, and you'll see the check marks of everything that was combined to create that style. Bevel emboss, there's a stroke with a certain gradient that is pre-made by the designer who created the style. You can go in and alter any of this stuff as you see fit. Say if you wanted to change the color, or if you wanted to change the pattern effect inside of the colors, or whatever it is. Anything you want, you can alter to your desires. But that's typically not necessary because you're using these styles because you don't want to put in that much work. So yeah, just basically giving you a bit of a rundown on what it is that was combined to create this particular style, which is in the colors of the Spanish national flag. And now I will focus a little bit on the styles menu itself and show you just how many of them I have downloaded. A lot of these were in packs, but as you can clearly see, that is a lot of stuff to work with. And you can alter them as you see fit, which will therefore increase the amount of effects that you can create if you wanted to change the color of something. Now I'm just clicking through to different styles here and showing you the different effects that you can create or have on one single specific piece of artwork. And exactly as it is that I have said before, this will really open up your logos to an entirely different level just by implementing this one little feature on Photoshop that has been there forever and I was not even aware of until just this year even. It's a secret weapon of sorts, but now it's not secret because you know about it and you know where it is that you need to go to be getting this stuff here. Take it back to the default style, and now I'm going to show you how it is that you can acquire some of these. Into the address bar, Photoshop styles. It's that easy. And you will see a whole bunch of different places where you can get your hands on a whole bunch of styles. We're going to click the first one here, which is brusheasy.com, which is one of the foremost graphic design websites out there, and they will have a lot of things for you to take a look around at, basically. And you see all different kinds of effects. You got rust styles, you've got leather, layer styles, wood effects, block effects, crocodile skin, just a whole lot of different effects that you can apply to text or logos, or just use them on their own, as it is that I showed you before. and it really will open up your call making as far as your logos go, and the effects that you can add onto your attire pieces right there. And that's just one site, ladies and gentlemen. There are several others, and you can browse through them at your leisure with a simple Google search. Like you see 400 plus style pack here, Ultimate Collection 300 plus. There's a lot of stuff. Too much for me to actually show you in this one video, but now you have the means to be able to do your own searches and find stuff that you might like or want to use yourself. But before I go, if you want to know exactly where it is that I get the styles that I use myself, I will show you right here. This is a graphic designer named Aanderr, or his username is Aanderr, AANDR, 2 R's. So 2 A's at the start and 2 R's at the end. And he's got his DeviantArt page here. And as you can clearly see, he's got a whole bunch of stuff here available. A lot of really elaborate styles that would definitely, it makes your stuff stand out, most definitely. Let's take a look at this one here, which is the countries styles, which is one that I have used. You have seen the effects on Apollo Vega and Drake Manning's CAWS, and I will use them even more so. Now, the thing is with his styles, because they are so elaborate, you would have to actually purchase them. These are the ones that I was talking about, for example, that you would buy, but you get what you pay for. You know, it's really good stuff. So you click through here, and that goes to his Envato Market page, and you will see a closer look at the effects that you can create. There goes the exact Spain type style that I used earlier. And yeah, it'll set you back $4, but it's money well spent if you're serious about this stuff, which I am. And if we take a look at his actual portfolio page, you'll see even more stuff that he has on offer. Let's take a look at his actual portfolio now. And there you see all the styles. It was actually a mega pack that I had bought. This one here, I believe it is, for 15 bucks, which is a whole bunch of his, I guess, older styles that he combined into one pack. But he's got a whole bunch of other varied styles as well. Each one of them about $4, which is, you know, not a whole lot of money if you've got the money to burn. Star Wars styles there, more varied styles that look pretty good. I might actually grab those one of these days. But if you're strapped for cash, then like I showed before, you can just do a Google search and get your hands on a whole bunch of specific free ones. But if you want these type of effects here, which I think are really cool, this is the one that I bought actually for 15 bucks. That's 146 styles in total, as we take a closer look inside of here so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. 146 styles, and he's got the links to each one of the individual styles there. But basically, these are the exact same styles that I have uploaded myself, downloaded myself for purchase, and these are the ones that I'm using. So if you want to get the exact same styles that I have, then they're right here. $15. No, I'm not going to give you links to the styles because support the artists. As an artist myself, that's important. So yeah, that's my source. and I'm going to be grabbing a whole bunch more just as soon as I'm done with this video, in which I'm done with this video now. So all relevant links will be in the description box below. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like this video if you found it informative. Subscribe to the 3X Gaming channel for more core videos, XWA shows, tutorials, all kinds of stuff. And that'll do it. Until then, this is Obi, aka 3X, signing off. See ya!